Raday, Leavy.
Chick wants to know what I think about Afrocentricity, I believe. Afrocentricity, Afrocentric stuff. I got be honest with you, it's a mixed bag with me. And here's why. I've done tons of research, not only in the Afrocentric movement, but all these black movements, and trust me, there's tons of them. You got like the Nuwapu people, and then you got the Hebrew Israelites, and you got all these different groups and all these different, they all have their little, different things, right? It's pretty much like pick your flavor. But essentially, it's good in the sense that it gets black people to come together, and it gives us some type of a meaning in today's world, some type of purpose. Especially, look, because I understand that with shit like slavery and all this other kind of stuff, we lost touch with a lot of things. And it's good in a sense that it kind of helps us kind of reconnect with that. But one thing that I say has become a detriment is it's very limiting. It's very limiting now. It's like we feel so good about, we always talk about our ancestors, and we need to reconnect with our ancestors, and we need to, do all this and do all that. And honestly, like, we're not thinking anything that our ancestors were thinking. We're not. We're not thinking anything that they were thinking. Like, we're sitting here talking about, yes, I'm black, I'm proud, I'm so happy to be black, and I'm so happy to be proud. And it's great. Like, that's good. I mean, as far as where we need to get back to, yes, that is a level that we got to get to. But understand, like, our ancestors, they weren't trapped up in their blackness. They just were. Right? So people, we come together and we read these books and we philosophize and we get deep in there and we just, oh man, I feel so good about my Afro's consciousness self, man. I just feel so good and da 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 da. And it's like, okay, that's great. But our ancestors, they weren't wrapped up in their blackness. Blackness is something blackness is recent, if that makes sense. Like, the notion that, oh my God, I'm black, you're brown, you're red bone, you're yellow bone, you're this, you're that, I'm this, I'm that, all these different labels, this is something that is very recent, right? So here's the thing, like, let's say that our ancestors came together and, they talked and all this other kind of good stuff, and at the end of the day, they left feeling good. Now take us. We come together and we talk and philosophize and everything, and we can dance, shout, sing, and do some church or whatever, do what you want to do. And we come out feeling good. Well, why do we come out feeling good? We come out feeling good as far as Afrocentricity and stuff. We come out feeling good because we feel that we've reconnected with our blackness, right? But they feel better about something else, because blackness to them is a given. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they don't worry about my skin color or what I gotta do. They were just connecting with something. Not their blackness, but connecting with something, right? And that's essentially what everybody's looking for. But Afrocentricity, it just locks you into blackness. Right? They think if you know more about melanin, if you know more about what they've done, if you know more about all, then you'll reconnect with them. But that's not the case, because I could tell you all kinds of shit about Egypt and African culture and all this other kind of good stuff. That doesn't mean I'm connected. That means I know a lot of shit, right? What were they connected to? If we can find what they were connected to and connect with that, then we're connecting. You see what I'm saying? Then we're really connecting. But just saying, hey, I'm black, and if we were to meet them right now, hey, brother, I'm black, you're black, what's going on? Like what the fuck? What is black? Like, I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were in like Egypt or something like that, I'm Amun Ra, or that's my name. Like, that's who I am. I'm not. I mean, but and in many ways, like as far some of these a lot of the stuff that these people are talking about, like it's kind of become a cancer. It's almost like this thing. If you know what cancer is, cancer in a lot of cases is what happens when a virus or something gets into your body and the cells form around it to kind of contain it. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like cancer is almost like it could be like a defense mechanism for the body. I'm not a doctor, don't quote me, but it could be. It's like a containment for the for the body, or a defense mechanism for the body, and that's kind of what I feel a lot of this Afrocentric stuff has become. Not back in the day it was great, cool, but as far as what it's become a cancer. Look, yes, as a black people, we were fucked with. We were fucked with more than any other race, any other people, any other culture, any other. We were fucked with. Okay, great. Or not great, bad, horrible. And that was the virus. And it's like, because now we got to defend ourselves, and so we build this. It's almost like this thing over, and now that is what's killing us. Now it's like we're at this point where culturally we're killing ourselves, like literally. You look at black on black violence, you look at all this other kind of good stuff, we're killing ourselves. And like this Afrocentric stuff, it's almost like the same type of thing, just a different way. Like, we may not actually be shooting ourselves, but I mean, it's like we're really limiting ourselves. And I say it's a cancer because the stuff that it's attacking, it's really attacking ourselves. Like, for what it's worth, I don't care who you are or where, there's always this us and them mentality. I noticed this in a lot of shit. There's us and there's them. Us being black, them being white. I don't care, Hebrew Israelites or us or the Israelites. It's them and they're the Canaanites and them and they're, which it could, I don't care, right? Or it's us and we're these people and them and they're. It's always this us, them, and for what it's worth, we start doing the same shit that was done to us, but we do it to them. Like, oh yeah, they said we were savages, but yet they're da 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 da. Which may be true. I mean, it could be, couldn't. I mean, it has its truth. I mean, but for what it's worth, why even point it out? Why even go there? Like, that's not helping us in any way. Like, yes, they fucked with us. Like, it's Afrocentric. Like, yes, they fucked with us. Yes, they're horrible fucking people. Yes, they do all this shit. Yes, da 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 da. But how's that helping you? Right? I mean, what would happen if a white boy went into one of your meetings and said, yes, I'm a fucked up individual. I am. I'm fucked up. I'm horrible. I'm warmongering. I will kill you. My ancestors raped you. Fuck it. What would you do then? I mean, what would you do then if they said, yeah, we did it. Yeah, okay, we did it. Well, what happens then? You still point that finger like, Nah, just get over it. Like, there's other shit that we need to be talking about, right? Talking about how bad we've been fucked over isn't gonna help nothing, and talking about, you know, how bad they are isn't gonna help us, or how great our melanin is and everything like that. Here's the point I'm at, and I gotta wrap it up. But here's the point I'm at. I say, you know, if we really are as great as you've made us out to be, or that you know that we could be, you know, we got all the tools, we got all the ancient stuff going on, we got all the melanin, we got all the, you know, we got all the rhythm and all the creative abilities, and we got all this other kind of good stuff, and they don't, and whatever, like, we got it. Well, then let's see it. Like, if we're really, I don't want to say, I don't like using the term better, but for a lack of better word, better, if we really are better, well, then we got a long way to show it. We got a long way to prove it. So let's just stop talking and start proving. But, you know, there's going to be more on this later. And with that, I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going on to the next one. Raday out.